No, the game's not VR only, it's built for VR. The demo was VR only. Mods, can we get... Mods, you need to untime out darken and then permit him. Not Slammer's timed him out. You don't need to validate a job before you start, just end, put the job in your inventory is equivalent to accepting the job. Gotcha. Did you untime out darken, Mods? I can see you run up a permit on him, but I don't know if he can post. Cool. Yeah, Darken, if you want to post your link again, it should work.
Welcome back, Mata.
Oh, I see. So somebody's kind of gone through the map and worked out what speed you can go. That's cool. According to that map, this stretch here that we're on is about to be 40 k's through here. Looks like somebody's gone through the map and worked out what speeds you can do well. No, you was timed out by Nutslammer Darken because you posted a link. But we got it sorted out. I'm looking at the map now. You might be going back to South Africa to do your ATPL. Really? Wow. That's pretty cool. So what are you thinking of doing? Like commercial flying? What kind of commercial flying are you thinking of doing, I should say?
Happy anniversary, Mata.
Yeah, Dark, and if you want to post links, just ask a mod for a permit, otherwise the bot will just purge it. It stops all the bots from wandering into chat posting links to unsavory things, shall we say. Cascade Overlord, thank you very much for the host. Which bit of the map are we on? You've got your assessment day for L3 LN Academy in Southampton tomorrow. You're nervous? Nervous is a good thing. Gets you focused. You'd like to ideally fly EasyJet KLM, some regional, and push him back age bracket, or stay in South Africa. There's less work there. Where's that map gone? Right, so apparently we can do 80 down here. Not really, Squirrel's a nutter. They just feed it a bunch of channels and it just runs through them all. It's just a program. No, it's useful, Dark, and definitely, mate. Thank you. I'm gonna try it out now as we do this particular route. Hey, Battle Cattle. L3 was really tough. You have 220 hours RL and failed it. Wow. Jeez, man. What is it, just a written exam or something? Okay, we need to get ready to switch signal to the left and also get our speed under 40 as we make the turn. It's a lot of joystick and mats and shapes and stuff like that. Sounds like a Mensa test. Gavanis, welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for your support, Gavanis. Thank you for the nutty welcome, guys. Speed is under 40. Fly nice approach while counting back in 7s and 6s, then 8s. I bet you if you took all of the EasyJet pilots, all of them, and put them on that test, I bet you more than half would fail it. And that doesn't reflect badly on them. Okay, we need to go... which way are we going to go? Actually, I might go completely south because I've not been that way. We turn right here. For the giggles. We turn right here and head south through that section, then go left. I think we can get there that way. That bit south of Forest South, can we turn right there? That's my only concern. If we can't turn right there, I'm in trouble. This could be a really bad idea, but we'll see. I don't know if I can turn right there. It's not clear. It doesn't look like a normal triangle. It looks like a very small triangle. Hey, Roberts. Looks like we've got sections at 20k through here. You can turn right, okay. Yeah, I want to go this way because I've not been this way, and it kind of looks like it might be tricky and interesting. I don't really care about how much we get paid. Renegade, welcome back. Mikar Kernis, thank you for 5 months. Keep up the good work, thank you, Mikar. And Experimental Philadelphia, been watching for years, but I never say anything to you, so how are you today? Well, thank you for saying something, thank you for the bits. I'm doing okay, I'm feeling a bit better after a cold for a week, but here's what's really annoying. I've been full of a cold all week, and the weather in the UK has been phenomenal for flying. Like, I could have been flying this week, but I couldn't because I had a full of a cold. And now when I'm starting to feel better, it's forecasting rain all week, so that sucks. I'm sounding less bunged up, I am. Definitely sounding better. It's quite a twisty bit of track, this one. You know what I might do? I might stop at the sawmill and just see if there's anything we can haul from the sawmill. Because this is only... how much is this? 400 tons. I reckon we can possibly sneak another couple of hundred on here at a push. You've been flying for the past year in a Cirrus. It's a nice upgrade from a 172. Oh, dude. I'd love a Cirrus, but I can't afford that. What do I fly? 172 at the moment. Cessna 172. I can fly a Robin, a PA-28, and a Cessna 172 currently. Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah, we've had a derail. If you want, you can go the oil well north and pick up stuff that always goes to the harbour. Oil well north? It's miles away. I'm literally going the opposite direction. Bob's Gym Equipment is easy to derail. It certainly is. Well, we could have gone Orwell Central, but we're kind of going the wrong way for it now. Oh, this is definitely a 20 limit here. Look at this. This is like bouncing around. If you find something that goes at the harbour from the sawmill, you will need a second loco. It depends how heavy it is, really, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Ryback, cheers from a cold, windy Toronto, Canada. Yesterday we got 18 centimetres of snow. Last year at this time it was plus 16 Celsius. Do you know what's weird about that, Ryback? It was the exact opposite for us. This time last year we were getting snow and battered by the beast from the east, and this year it's like plus 17, 18 Celsius. You bought a GT Omega XL chair and used the discount. Amazing chair. Thank you very much, Ryback. Yeah, we had total opposite to what you had. We got your weather and you got ours, basically. There's a steep bit next to the forest cell. Cool. Oh, this is a climb. Look at this. There's a diesel service at the harbour in town. If we make it there with enough fuel, we can actually refuel. And if we don't, we'll rip. pole deceiver driver. No, I didn't, mate. There's far too much of that in London at the moment. Far too much of it. Oh, this is a tricky bit of track. I wish they had. I wish they would add it darken. I wish they'd add a nuts factory in this game. Or even like a food factory and just have nuts produced. I don't think it's upon. It's just due to reductions in. It's just changes in policy and reduction in police that's caused it. It's just years of stuff. I need to ask the dev to add, to have a look at the food factory and add a nuts as produce. You can ask Gold to consider it. I mean, you know, it would be a bit of fun. John Fezzer with 30 months. It's finally popped up. Happy 14 month. Hey, you've only got 13. I'm having a splendid Thursday. Thank you, sir. I hope you're well. You think you need another cup of coffee? What time is it for you? I had a coffee today. I had a Starbucks. I don't like Starbucks very much. But when you pull into like a service station, you need a coffee. And that's the only thing they've got. What are you going to do? Probably get nuts when we reach the 45k unlock and get a new map. Lol. How very civilized of you, Costa Coffee fan. What you do is go to W.H. Smith's and get a Costa from the machine. What, when you're on the M25? Good luck with that. Ash Pringle, how you doing? It's 2103. I think we're in the same country. I don't know. I'm in Iceland. Where are you? What kind of coffee is it, Darken? Is it filter coffee? Instant coffee? Is it, what's the word I'm looking for? An espresso coffee? Not much wrong with Starbucks coffee. I just don't like the bean. The bean's just not as nice as Costa's bean. If you're in Iceland, I'm in the North Pole. Alright, Santa. No, there's not at the moment, Lord Scumbag. Right, we're coming up to the sawmill. You wouldn't say no to a mocha. I don't like mocha at all. I don't know if that's the right direction or not. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Well, it's not going down the siding, so that's a good thing. Blimey, I can't even see where we're going because of all the grass. Right turn through there, right turn through there, left turn. Looks like it's taking us straight on. It's ridiculously overgrown here. Thing is, I don't know where those logs would go, to be honest. They're not going to go to... They might go to harbour. Hang on. Have a look at the job. Sawmill, goods factory in town. Was that? Nah. Not even close. I kind of thought that maybe something might be exported at the harbour. Exporting planks, you know, why not? But, nah. No, they're not just for shunting, they were going to go to the factory as well. The rails are abandoned. How did he get his train on the rails? Okay. Right. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a right. Show you the sunshine, can I? There you go. We'll take a right turn at the junction, and then a right again, and then a right again, so we can take that nice coastal road at the bottom there, which is probably a completely crazy route, but it will be a lot of fun. Easy, tiger. It's a crazy route, I know. But it doesn't make any difference in terms of what I'm going to get paid. Coastal is so cool looking, but pretty slow and partly slow and fast. Well, that's the thing. I've not experienced it yet, so it's worth doing it. I love how the sharp turns always have the biggest drop-offs. B-dub, welcome back. I've not played it in VR yet, Adam, no. No, that's something I'm going to try. But I need to set up my VR stuff again. want to give it a try, but it's a bit intimidating, the railroad map system. It's just a bunch of lines connected together, really. I mean, you can only ever go left or right. It's only the stations where it starts to get a little bit more involved. Shoveling coal in VR is the worst. Shoveling coal in non-VR is possibly the most annoying thing because the click point is so small. In real life, coal doesn't fly around everywhere. Oh, really? It actually falls off the shovel. I own both of them, fish. I'll probably use it on the rift, though.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Alright, we need to make sure we're signaling right here. Which we are. Mr. Rahat C21, 2 months, great content as always, thank you. You have to balance the coal in VR on the shovel. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Why was suddenly... Did we suddenly go along and then go like that? Kind of feels that way. Well, this hill came out of nowhere. Honestly, like, we was going downhill and all of a sudden we went uphill. Wait, this is some pretty buggy terrain here. What is going on? Is this a known thing?
Welcome back.
It's not finished. You're not joking. Battle Cattle, welcome back. Jezza with 35. 1 more month for 3 years. Thanks, Jezza.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Lots of terrain problems with flying switches and stuff I probably didn't notice. That's the worst I've seen. Like, I'm used to the rocks in the road and in the rail and trees in the rail. I've never seen the floating terrain one yet. Battle Cattle, thank you, dude. You wanted the classic emote. Thanks. Oh, the engine temperature's building up. Not good. I think this bit gets a bit slower here, so we're going to have to... Looks like it twists around a little bit. My engine will have burnt out by then anyway. Yeah, T's and P's are not in the green, are they? They're in the yellow. Mr. Scopes, thank you for half a year. If this hill carries on, we might end up having to take a break again to let the engine cool down. Okay, next signal point is a right turn again. "57 days till my birthday." Oh my god. Is it really? I guess that makes sense. After the next switch it gets steeper. Dude, my engine won't take that. Like, all honesty, we're not gonna... be able to haul up there. To be honest, I don't want another birthday anyway. I'd rather just not have any more. $15 till yours, wow. Yeah, but I want to stay 19 rescue, that's what I'm saying. I'll just stay 19, that's fine. Uh-oh. Temperature is rising. Right signal. I might have to take a break on the bridge. The bridge looks relatively flat, so if we just take a breather on the bridge, let the engine cool down and then carry on. You'll be 47 on Monday, rescue. Oh my god, I'm not even going to make it to the bridge. This is actually a problem. Okay, I think we've stabilized it. I think the temperature's coming down. Is there a flickering in the game, Connor? When it reloads textures, yes, otherwise no. Exactly making great progress here, though, are we? Just wait a minute. Yeah, I'd rather it didn't shut down. I'd rather just let it cool down. You can see the inclination here. Look at that. It seems to me like down south is this the newest part of the map or just like the least worked on? It seems to be the ones with all the floaty terrain. Add a second shunter. You can add a second shunter, Rome, but the problem is you can't control them both. Like you have to do each one individually. I've got to eat my Kit Kat. This is depressing. This is like a typical train driver. Stops on a bridge, takes a break, has a Kit Kat. I'm having a break. Tribble, they haven't got licenses for any real world stuff. So all the things currently, fictional. Right. 100% sure this Kit Kat is a lot thinner and smaller than Kit Kats ever used to be. 100% on that. It's been a long time since I've had a Kit Kat. And I can tell that that has gone a lot thinner. I cannot believe it's not as long, it's not as wide. That is just horrible. Wow. What an absolute con. The chocolate does taste a bit different. Oh, Whispers are small as well. If you look at a Yorkie bar from like the late 70s and look at a Yorkie bar from now, you would say that doesn't deserve to have the same name. Same with the wagon wheel. Healthier Kit Kat, yeah. We're on the edge. That little slip indicator keeps coming on and off. I tell you what, it'd be quite a challenge hauling steam through here. I hope you have an American Cadbury. You never have one. Oh, wow. Cadbury chocolate to me tastes like, I like the taste of Cadbury more than the, say, Mars or Galaxy or anything like that. Oh, they do, Andy Drew. Absolutely. It's been proven. But they've done it with crisps as well. Like packets of crisps have got smaller and smaller. Like what used to be a 50-gram bag is now a 35-gram bag, but the price stayed the same. Really, Greg is? Wow. $20p crisps. I remember 10p crisps. In fact, I remember my shop selling bags of crisps for 9p. I remember that. I used to give them a 10p, they give me 1p change. $10p pack of chewing. Oh, you're right. The way they do that with crisps, it really, really annoys me. They'll take a bag, they'll put some crisps in it, and then inflate the bag, so it looks like you're getting loads of it, but you're actually getting nothing. Where's that Lord Scumbag? Oh, hang on. Mayday. Built up a bit too much speed through here. I think we're actually going downhill now. I think. Which is good, I can give the engine a rest. Connor, 1 second. Let me get this thing under control. Uh-oh. That's better. Oh, that's, I know what that sweet is, yeah. Connor, you want steam trains. Best place to look might be the Steam Workshop. Huh? Mr. Saiz, thank you for 16 months. Well, for some reason the other day when I resubbed it said 13 and now I'm 16. Am I a time traveller? Maybe it just reclaimed your long lost months. Toblerones used to be huge. I remember Toblerones when they changed the shape of it and then they put it back because of the backlash. And they changed the shape of it to create massive gaps in between the pieces so that they could sell you far less chocolate. And everybody just went, we hate this. Ooh, nice bridge. Toblerones. Basically triangular shaped pieces of chocolate, and inside is like a nougat pieces and almond, I think. I think it's nougat and almond. Something like that. Right, so I think we're going to be taking that road though. Oh yeah. The St. Helens show was pretty good actually. It used to be. My last delivery was supposed to be a Pringles joke. Dude, if that was a joke, you failed.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Interceptor, thank you for 3 months. think that's signaling right at the moment, which is where we want to go. I'm just really, CB, I'm just really wary of the flat cars being a little bit bugged at the moment. I don't want to make a massive journey and then do 40 on a straight and lose it. Gonna need some momentum through here though. Bug doesn't apply to them. Well, wasn't I hauling something like this when it derailed on the steam train? Going down a straight hill? No, Connor. No, it's from early today. We took the steam train out of the iron ore mine east, the one top right of the map. Sorry, the coal mine. The coal mine top right of the map. And almost made it out of there. It's early days at the moment, Nicky Pangas. It's a train simulator, but it's very early access. The best sim game made in the last 10 years. Jeez. There's so many different ways of measuring that. Star Citizen. Lol. I mean, you could say things like Mudrunner, Spintime's Mudrunner, but then there's not a great deal of, you know, there's not a lot there for your money. So in terms of value for money, it's not exactly fantastic, is it? But it's one of the most kind of innovative. There's nothing else like it in terms of its mud physics, but that doesn't make it the best sim in the last 10 years. What, City Skylines? Skylines is a cracking game, and you can certainly get value for money out of that. Elite Dangerous? Maybe. I don't think you'd ever get the same answer. If you asked 100 people, you'd get like 20 different answers probably. Well, I mean, X-Plane 11, yes, but X-Plane 11's built on previous X-Planes, so as a platform, it's fantastic value for money. Is it the best sim? I don't know. I'm probably going to derail here. Coming a little bit hot. Construction sim. P3D. There it goes. Oh, that was a nice derail. I managed to... That was a beautiful derail. I managed to smash all the windows on the train.
Happy anniversary,
I mean...
Nutter.
Okay, so... I'm looking... Let's see. That section there has a 40k speed limit. That doesn't look too... I mean, really? Really? Just look at it. Did that really deserve a derail? That doesn't seem right to me. It's like a gentle curve. I was doing 40 or 50. Somewhere between 40 and 50, I think. But I would not have said that should derail. That is so gentle coming up there. Meh. Play it back, Jack Royal. Go and have a look. I got my speed under control. I'm pretty certain I was down to 50 or less. I wish there's a way that I could just like pop that back on the track now. Because I'd like to carry on.
Welcome back, Nutter.
If I spawn cars in, they won't have the same serial numbers, will they? The job won't complete anyway. Meh.